You are now listening to the Gospel of Alex. Alex, drop those scriptures.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of Elite Fleet. And today I'm going to talk about this cheerleading coach from Oklahoma who was allegedly sleeping, well, not allegedly, actually we know she was, who was sleeping not only with a student, a 16-year-old male student, but her daughter's boyfriend. That's right, she was letting her daughter's boyfriend bang her cakes when her daughter wasn't looking, on lunch break, and when her daughter wasn't paying attention. All right? And I want to talk about this story for several reasons because it proves several things I've talked about on this channel. All right? And things that I don't hear talked about enough in these spaces. And that's number one. We need to start respecting women having sexuality. Women like sex. Stop acting like they're doing men a favor by participating in this act. I keep telling you guys, they come harder than men do. They can come more than men do. They have way more nerve endings than we do. The biggest lie ever told in society is that sex is a chore for women and they don't like it. Yes, they do. Some of these women are freaked out. No, they don't need an emotional connection. They don't even need you to be of age. They don't need you to be an adult. They get horny and they're just as capable of being perverted. They're just as capable of being polyamorous as men are. And y'all need to come to that and understand that because y'all putting y'all kids in danger by not assuming that women are just as capable of doing something foul to your child sexually as men are. Because let me tell you something right now. In this case, it happens to be a boy, but women will definitely assault other women too. Because most women are bi. All right, so you can definitely have a bi-pedo. A bi-pedo bear, all right? So that's number one. I talk about that all the time, and this story supports this, all right? Number two, I keep telling y'all, white women are the biggest freaks in the country. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all keep not listening to me. Now, for those of you who've been here for a while, you've seen the other video I made about this, where the TikToker was showing her boobs to them little boys, and it went viral, and she got in trouble for it. And she was like, well, it's not like they haven't seen them before. White chick. This cheerleading coach, a white chick. This is her right here. Now, that boy, for a 16-year-old to be hitting that, he must have been down bad. I mean, I'll say this, all right? White women age like raisins. So maybe this happened like 5 years ago. So maybe 5 years ago, she looked completely different. Again, they age like raisins, and that's how she looks today. So she might have looked completely different 5 years ago, all right? But if she did not, that boy must have been down bad. But then again, he could have been down that bad because he had the daughter. The daughter must look worse than her. Which does not say a lot for the daughter. God damn. I mean, you can't outdo that. Good Lord. Maybe the boy was just freaked out. Who knows? I'm just saying, I would have thought she was going to be a lot hotter than she actually turned out to be. But I told you guys before, and I'm going to tell you guys again, white women are the biggest freaks in America. I ain't saying it to be mean to them. I ain't saying it to pick on them. But I do find it funny how whenever I got something slick to say about white women, y'all always in the comments, and that's not true, Alex. You just caping for the black women. No. But whenever I got something slick to say about black women, what I got slick to say about them is true or not, nobody has a problem with it. Nobody has a problem. Boy, forbid I say something about them white women, then the coon train start coming, and they get mad. You were talking about the white women like that. That's not true. What about this? What about that? They always try to shift the conversation black to black women. Not even Latino or Asian women, just specifically black women. I'm tired of y'all doing that. We ain't talking about white women's right now. All right? We talking about what they do. All right? And number three, this, again, relegates the importance of having fathers in the household. I've told you guys before, and I will tell you guys again. Kids are 3 times, not 1, not 2, 3 times less likely to be sexually assaulted in any way, shape, or form if they have a stern, strong father presence in the house. Now, obviously, this little boy was coming through banging the goddamn teacher's cakes behind his daughter's back. There was no male present in that house. And we always like to talk about single-parent households from the black community, but I keep reminding you guys, 50% of the Hispanic community in America, single-parent households. 30% of the white community in America, single-parent households. So although the black community has a huge problem with that, All right, the entire country is starting to have a huge problem with that, mainly because of third and fourth wave feminism. But I'm not even going to get into that because that's not what this damn video is about. All right, so let's go ahead and break down what this damn video is about right now. Let's read this article over here. Cheer coach. I don't really want to say her name, but cheer coach 45-year-old allegedly had sex with daughter's 16-year-old boyfriend 300 times. 300 times. Oh, Alex, women don't really like sex like that. You know, they gotta have a connection, and it's a chore to them. It's not. They freaked out. These girls is freaked out, man. Some women is freaked out. I don't want to hear, oh, broken women, none of that. No, women like getting smashed. All right, women like getting smashed. Yes, some women are going to have control and constraint. Some have enough sense to go, I'm not going to mess around with the kids. Some have enough sense to go, I'm not going to mess around with no connection. Some have enough sense to go, I'm not going to mess around if I'm not in a relationship. Just like some men have enough sense to go, I'm not going to put my peen in everything because eventually it's going to come back looking like the back of a Nestle Crunch bar. But all men don't got that sense. Some of them don't give a damn. Some women don't too. Stop making the assumption that all women care. Some of them do not. This is a fact. Some of them do not. They don't. But anyways, back to this damn report. An Oklahoma cheerleading coach has been arrested for allegedly having sex with her daughter's 16-year-old ex-boyfriend more than 300 times. 300 times. Draining all that boy seed. Good Lord. Oh man, he probably still talk like this because I kept busting nuts in my girlfriend's mother. Jesus Christ. I wonder how the daughter felt when she found this out. Anyway, Jennifer, 45, was taken into custody on second-degree rape charges and sexual battery charges on Wednesday after her alleged 5-year sexual relationship with the teen came to light. Detectives started investigating the Moore Public School cheer coach in January after the alleged victim, now 21, leveled the rape accusation against her. All right? He told investigators that Hawkins first prompted him for sex in 2017 when the then sophomore was dating her daughter. Scandalous. Absolutely scandalous. But I digress. He alleges that he had sex with Hawkins at her home almost every day, often during his lunch break throughout his sophomore and junior year. The victim told cops they had sex more than 300 times from 2017 through 2021, according to court documents. He provided authorities with text messages the pair had to send to each other, including ones in which Hawkins would allegedly become enraged when the teen was observing other females, according to the court documents. Let me run that back. He provided authorities with text messages the pair had sent to each other, including ones in which Hawkins would allegedly become enraged when the teen was observing other females, according to the court documents. So this old-ass, washed-ass, ugly-ass, Quasimodo-looking chick was getting mad that this 16-year-old was looking at other 16-year-olds. Because he wanted some boobs that didn't hang low. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble to the floor? Because he wanted a chick who didn't have kickball titties. She got mad at him for wanting to look at a chick who don't got kickball titties. Good Lord, man. Yeah, I just want you guys to know, it starts when they're young with the being jealous thing, and it oftentimes doesn't go away. This is why I tell y'all, find you a girl who's just naturally not jealous. Because if she is, she has been for a long time, and she ain't going to grow out of it. It ain't just going to go away. But I digress. When questioned by Detective Hawkins, allegedly denied the allegations. Of course she did. She probably started crying. What? I don't know why he was saying such a thing. I would have never done anything like that, and I don't know what he's talking about. She tried to use the white woman tears. But later, copped to the years-long relationship, police said. They put that pressure on her. Damn, I should have brought my Alex Colombo hat, because if I had the hat, I would have morphed. But they probably was like, listen here, we got the text messages right here, you see? And we know you've been messing around with this boy, you see? You can face a lot of time for this. You can face a lot of time for this, Jennifer. But if you just tell us the truth, Jennifer, we'll lessen the charges, Jennifer. But do not lie to us. Were you having sexual relationships with that boy? And she broke down and she said, yes. Yes, Inspector Alice. He's like, I knew it. Now we're getting you on second-degree rape because you know the cops love the bait and switch. Listen, if you just tell us the truth, we won't do anything to you. Then you tell them the truth, lies, you're going to jail. That's how they got her ass. But anyway, Jennifer then admitted she made a mistake and began crying. I told you, didn't I tell y'all, white woman tears. She was like, well, maybe if I admit it and then I cry some more, they won't send me to jail. No, send her ass to prison. And admit to having been in a sexual relationship with this student. Talking about some she made a mistake. How is this a mistake? This is as bad as the cop who, after admitting that she was in a relationship with the other police officers for an extended period of time, when the backlash came, when her ass got fired, then said, well, I was coerced. I was talked into it. I was tricked into it. How was it a mistake? He was the minor, not you. He was your daughter's boyfriend. How do you mistakenly sleep with your daughter's boyfriend 300 times? No accountability. This article proves everything I say. I'm tired of y'all trying to argue with me when literally the evidence of everything I say be right in y'all face and y'all still trying to argue. Well, I don't think that's true, Alex. It's right here. She's talking about she made a mistake. How can you mistakenly fall on top of your daughter's boyfriend's stick? How do you accidentally do that? Well, she just slipped and said, ooh. Come on, man. Jennifer talked about his age at the time they became sexual, 16, and how their relationship would seem odd or inappropriate to other people. Oh, it would seem odd or inappropriate to be sleeping with a 16-year-old who happens to be dating your daughter. It would seem that way. We the ones who tripping, not you. Good Lord. Hawkins was immediately fired after the allegations came into light in January, according to the Moore Public Schools District. Once we were made aware of the situations, Hawkins was immediately fired from working at Moore Public Schools, the district spokesperson said. The safety and security of MPS students and employees is our foremost concern. MPS school officials will continue to assist law enforcement in their investigations in this matter. Now, again, if you've been a subscriber of the channel for a while, which I know I have a lot of new subscribers now, go back and watch the video. I did a video on this before. And because I remember people saying, well, why would a grown woman want to sleep with a young boy? And I told y'all, testosterone, pheromones, young boys are full of testosterone. They're hard and horny all the time. Just in case y'all don't know, men and women's sexuality works different. Men generally hit their sexual peak from puberty, and then it starts to slow down from about mid-30s and up. Starts to slow down. We start to not care as much about it, all right? We done probably had our fill. We was going to have our fill. Now we kind of more chill. We more worried about money and stuff like that. Buying cars and bikes and all this other type of stuff. Women don't become as important. Sex does not become as important as you age and as you grow up. That's when you get your superpower. That's one of the reasons, besides many others, I tell men to get their life together before they go out here trying to get married or get in a serious relationship or have kids. Because a 30-something-year-old man is not going to be able to be controlled by the V-Box the way a 20-something-year-old man will. And he's going to be able to think and actually logically and coherently, do I like this woman? Will she be a good mother to my kids? Will she be able to hold down my household? Or do I just want to smash? And he's going to know what category to put her in and things of that nature. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, women hit their sexual peaks in their late 20s, early 30s and up. Why do they hit their sexual peaks then? Simple. Because of what women don't like to talk about, but because of the looming menopause and because of geriatric pregnancies. AKA, if they're going to have some damn kids, they better have some kids in that goddamn window from about 30 to about 40-something years old, 40, 45 years old. Y'all can say, you know, not a women's bodies and as if this ain't common damn knowledge. Shut up. Shut up. That's why women get hornier at that age. At that age, they start to act like boys, young boys. It's crazy. That's why I tell you guys all the time. Last thing you can do is brag about sleeping with a 30-year-old. It ain't nothing easier than sleeping with a 30-year-old. Yeah, teenage girls could be kind of easy too because they're coming into themselves and their hormones are raising, but they still scared. They still timid. They still at their sexual peak. They still going to get something. A 30-year-old will sleep with anybody. It does not really matter to her. They're going to tell you it matters to them. No, it don't. A 30-year-old woman is still, listen, let me tell you something right now. You smash a woman over 30, you better wear a condom because she get pregnant, she ain't getting rid of it. It don't give a damn if you a bum. It don't matter. She ain't getting rid of it. She'll kick your ass to the curb and you'll just never see your damn kid, but she having that goddamn kid. It don't matter who it's by. They don't care at that point, especially if they don't already have one. All right, so 30-year-olds, they start smashing all easy and on the regular, kind of like younger boys do. All right, that restraint's kind of gone because their body biologically is telling them, we need you horny. We need to go ahead and get fertilized now if we're going to do these things. So as a result, y'all just shipping off y'all kids, right? Because y'all don't believe in housewives. right? And y'all just trust that women are nurturing and caring, and they can only sleep with you if they have the connection with you and all this other crap that y'all been programmed to think. So y'all just usher y'all little boys and your little girls over to these women at these damn daycares, all right? You don't know them, and you just assume nothing's happening. You just usher them over to these women at the schools. You just usher them over. Even family, I told you guys. Usually, if something's happened to a kid, it ain't by someone they don't know. This was his mother's girlfriend's mother. Or it's our uncle, or someone at the daycare. It's always someone they know, a neighbor. But my thing is, y'all just usher these kids off to these women unexpectedly, assuming nothing's going to happen, and all types of stuff be happening. Guys, this is not rare. Not only did I do another story on this before, but I'm going to give y'all this before I leave. A personal story. One of my friends in high school, just like this story, when she was in high school, she was dating her boyfriend. Her boyfriend had a physique of a grown man because he was an athlete. All right? It's kind of similar to what I tell you guys all the time. I've been built the same way since like high school because I always played sports. I played sports all the way up until I got to college. I played 2 years in college, right? So I've been built the same way. Arguably, I was built better because I just now started getting back in the gym. I was in the gym heavier when I was younger, right? So she had this boyfriend. He was super attractive on the women's spectrum, and she told me before. And this was way back when we were in high school. She was like, it was weird because one time my mom came out of the bathroom and I had my door cracked. And she just walked by butt naked and like paused for a little bit to where I'm looking, but I was kind of surprised. I'm like, yo, what is she doing? And then she walked past talking about some ooh, like it was a mistake. But she's like, but I know my boyfriend saw that. And then another time we were going to go to the gym together. And she's like, my mom never goes to the gym. All right. My mom never goes to the gym. And she's like, my mom come down and she's all ready to go to the gym. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym with you guys. And she went to the gym with her daughter's boyfriend. And she's like, she was talking to her all the time, and it almost seemed like she was flirting with him. But in my head, I wanted to say, nah, not really. And she had a younger mom. At the time, her mom was only like 33 when she was in high school. Her mom was not that old. So she was like, it was weird, but I wanted to believe that that's not what was going on. And she's like, guys used to tell me all the time, oh, I need to stay away from my mother, or I need to watch my mother, or my mother's going to ruin all my relationships. But I never really put a lot of it together. And I'm wondering if my mom was like trying to do stuff. And I was like, well, she probably was. She probably was. Guys, this is not rare. But the problem is we always give women the benefit of the doubt. Can you imagine? No one would say, dude, if a father came butt naked around a girl and stood in the doorway, no one would give the benefit of the doubt. They wouldn't. No one would give the benefit of the doubt. But because it's a woman, because it's your mom, you automatically give the benefit of the doubt because we're trained to think, not her, she wouldn't do that. But she would. She's capable. She's capable. That's all I'm trying to get across, really, in this video. She is capable. Stop sleeping on women's sexuality. All right? It's not a male thing. We ain't the only ones. And I'm telling y'all right now, the 50 Shades of Grey, y'all have no idea how the stuff that be going on through women's head. They be wanting to get tied up, handcuffed, whipped, choked. Y'all have no idea. Trains, all types of stuff. Y'all sitting here talking about some, hey, you gotta have this, and it's gotta be that, and it's gotta be perfect. It's gotta be emotional connections. You have to light candles and incense and say a seance and pray together, and you don't gotta do all that. You don't. It doesn't have to be. Some women are freaked out. I don't want to hear, oh, those are broken women. Listen, people are broken. Let me say that to you guys again. People are broken. Stop assuming the best, guys, and assume the worst. Assume the person has a problem until they prove otherwise, instead of assuming the person doesn't have a problem until they prove otherwise. Keep your eyes on everyone until they prove they're willing to be trusted, especially when it comes to your damn kids. Keep your eyes on everybody. Y'all talking about some damn, these are broken people. A lot of people are broken people, guys. A lot of them. Most of them, if we're being honest. So I just wanted to make this video because, like I said, this is an important topic. We need to start paying more attention to female predators, all right? Predator don't got no damn gender. All right? You could be an LGBTQ plus predator. You could be a trans predator. It don't got no gender. It's just a predator. It is just a predator. And that's it. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.